From the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, this is an ITTV special report.
Our next guest is always working hard at making your home smarter and our lives easier in many ways, and sometimes more productive, sometimes more fun, sometimes more healthy. That might be a little hint. General Manager for Global Electronics Industry with IBM is Bruce Anderson. Bruce, welcome back.
Thanks, Dave. It's great to be back.
Always a pleasure to have you. We kind of catch you up here and there, all around the world, everywhere we go, and that's kind of a fun thing. We usually get you on the show at IFA in Berlin as well, kind of Europe's version of CES, as we've described.
Right.
Now we're here at our 17th year of this big consumer electronics show. You guys are announcing anything cool this year?
We are. Dave, we've talked a number of times about how to take the consumer's life and help them just enjoy it a little bit more. And everybody wants to be healthy, but it's often a little bit of a problem in terms of knowing what you ought to do in order to help yourself be more healthy and enjoy life more. And, we've talked a lot about, well, how can consumer electronics manufacturers leverage the cloud? How can consumer electronics manufacturers leverage, data analytics and all the data that connected devices are producing? So today I'm going to talk a little bit about the device here on the table from Body Media.
Body Media, not to be confused by news media or anything else, but it's Body Media. Looks kind of like a watch.
It does. And I actually have been wearing this device, and this is made by Body Media, Incorporated, out of Pennsylvania. They are an IBM client and an IBM business partner. And Body Media has done something very interesting here. They've taken a number of sensors, and I wear this on the back of my arm using this band here, and it is actually capturing 5,000 data points about what's going on in my body every minute.
And it's doing that by way of, as I spin it around here so everyone can see. If you're listening on the radio, don't be looking at the radio if you're driving, but come to the site and check out the video when you can. Looks like kind of two sensors, little bumps on them that apparently are now attached, as you mentioned, to the backside of your arm.
Correct.
And somehow, through the magic of IBM technology, reading all these various and sundry points about our bodies.
Correct. So there's actually 4 sensors, and if I was a little bit smarter, I could tell you what each of the sensors is doing.
But then we'd have to call you Dr. Bruce. That would be confusing.
Exactly. And so when this synchronizes, as you know, a lot of the connected devices can relay that data up. That data is coming up into the cloud, and then it's using IBM's analytics software to actually get recommendations back to the user through a personalized web page. So if Dave, if you were a young man and just trying to increase your fitness, you'd get one recommendation. If you're more our vintage and
vintage,
yes, exactly, and you're going around the world and probably not always eating as healthy, it might give you a different recommendation. If you were an elderly person and something else was going on in your life, it'd be an entirely different recommendation. So using the analytics software, taking the same kinds of information, running that through and coming up with very personalized recommendations. And this is something that Body Media started more in the clinical world. So this is a fairly sophisticated device. But the key here is they're delivering something very actionable back to the consumers, and they're using cloud technology and analytics in order to do it. There's a lot of, we've had pedometers and other devices for a while that, they were nice and they give you a little bit of information.
Limited information, but somewhat helpful.
Helpful, right? But this is getting very specific. Like, Dave, it's 9 o'clock. You're a little bit under on your, step count for today. You've probably
pick it up a bit.
You've probably eaten a little more than you should have. Now's the time
Wait, so
to
this
really
is
go and
going
do
to tell
that.
on me as well?
No, it's very private. It's just
but it's
you.
going to tell on me to me.
It'll tell on you to you.
Okay.
Right? And so the web applications that this is feeding do a very nice job of really personalizing and getting your information, and then also merging that in with the data that's being collected. And you can just imagine if you're trying to track this yourself, if you're trying to capture 5,000 bits of information per second, I mean, that's really quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure. 5 bits of information per minute is more than enough, let alone that much.
Right.
Now, is this something available now?
It is. The Body Media is here at CES. As a matter of fact, they'll be at our number of the IBM events at the IBM show booth as well.
Good.
And the key thing here is I really think that as you look at how the consumer can actually get value out of the cloud, right? Because we've heard about all this. We've heard about
so much. Oh, the cloud is there to help us. Yeah, please.
Absolutely right. And there's a lot of mistrust. But this is something where you can wear it all day. You can synchronize it either using Bluetooth on your phone, or you can actually plug it into your computer.
So it's not connected to a taser or anything to kind of get me up and moving.
No.
Although that might work better.
You never know. I'll add it to their feature list.
You
to
should.
see.
And you say it's available now. Do you know the price and how that works?
So there's various models. They range from I think as low as about 140 something up to a little over $200.
Okay.
And then there is a monthly subscription fee that they charge to continue to give you feedback.
Gotcha.
But all very, very affordable.
And certainly protected. Part of the smart home, I would guess, in the long run, because there's all these technologies that we can be utilizing to do much better.
Yeah, absolutely. So we now know that it's approaching 90% of the homes, at least in North America, are wired with a broadband connection.
Yeah.
So this is just very natural that no one expects anymore that they're going to have to write a whole bunch of things down. And the key here is to make this as efficient as possible for the consumer, so that they are not wasting a lot of time. They're able to have a normal life, but still a healthy life.
And if we leave our broadband connection for a while to go out or to work or shopping or whatever, does it store the information that's happening, and then we're back connected, upload as it goes, and it's all transparent to us? Probably.
Exactly. You could wear this for 14 days straight if you wanted to, but when you're in the shower, you might want to at least protect it.
I was just going to say, wrap it in a baggie or something. Bruce, as always, a delight to have you on. There's so much more to talk about. I love continuing the discussion about the smart home, and we can talk next time about synchronizing your car with your smart home.
We've got a number of those things on display at the IBM booth right now.
We'll check them out. IBM.com/electronics for more. We'll get you to Bruce's site as well when you visit us at intotomorrow.com. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Dave.
Back with more from Las Vegas and CES 2012. I'm Dave Graveline. This is Into Tomorrow on the Advanced Media Network.